So I don't know if I mentioned on this channel. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Richard. This is Richard Neal's channel, therefore I am Richard Neal. I'm a fat, scary-looking fellow who talks about his life. Anyway, the other day, I lost my credit card. I know you're supposed to have 2 credit cards, but I only used the one. So I had another one, and they canceled it because I never used it. Yada, 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 so on and so forth. Alright, so I have my other credit card, and I lose it, and I cancel it. And they say 7 to 10 days. Or no, 5 to 7 days. And then, I sit there and I say, this is a great opportunity for me to do something I've always wanted to do, which is see how long I can last without going to the grocery store. I mean, I've got plenty of cat food. It's the human food I worry about, and of course, when I look around my house, I actually have canned goods that are 2 years too old. Now, these shouldn't hurt me any, so long as the container isn't puffed out and exploding. But when you have canned goods that are 2 years too old, I believe you constitute a food hoarder. I got rid of 2 cans this week so far since I discovered the cache of old canned food. And I'm working on the rest of them. It's just yesterday how do I put this? Spent the day airing out my junk. Since I've been working outside, I've had to wear a lot more clothing. And being a very large man, this puts a lot of layers between the junk and the open air, and your junk can be overly moist. So, yeah, it's a little itchy down there. So I was airing it out and putting medication and trying to make sure that my junk is April fresh and perfectly clean. I'm going to have to start showering twice a day at my size. But I digress in the most bizarre and stinky of manners. There's a pocket here. I want to put my hand in my pocket, but it's not working. You didn't see that. You actually can't read that with this resolution, but that's not the point. Anyway, this is not turning out to be one of my better videos. Anyway, so yesterday I got an email saying that my card had been shipped and that it would arrive no later than the 26th. It is the 16th when I got the email. So, it's possible that this is some form of anti-theft device, that the card was already shipped, will likely arrive soon, and that it's simply telling me it shipped on the first possible day it could arrive. Therefore, making it look like it's not arriving and making me pleasantly surprised. There's that, yes. And in the department of, I shouldn't go to the store, I have about a head of cabbage, 2 halves of a head of cabbage, one purple and one red and one green. And I have some carrots, a little bit of cauliflower, and some mushrooms, and asparagus. Incidentally, did you know The Rock really likes asparagus? He only eats the tips, though. Sounds weird when you say it like that. But yeah, in certain countries, people only eat the tip of the asparagus. The stalk is actually not considered as good food. Anyway, so as I was saying, on the one hand, it is a great opportunity for me to start cleaning out and to focus on cleaning out my cupboards, which is something I need to do. And of course, for those of you who may be watching this video years later, this is during the quarantine. And, everybody is at home. The president wants our country back online, and here it is, I'm trying to go to the store as little as possible, which is a great idea for that. Still, if this thing comes on the last day possible, will mean I have been without my credit card for 16 days. Which blows. So tell me, what would you do if you had 16 days without your credit card while you were on lockdown? I'd like to know. I'm Richard.